going on, guys? It is Nathaniel here, founder of Dynamis, and I have yet another breakdown video. Okay, now I've got many of these on the pages, but this is one of the biggest ones that I'm most excited for. We took him from $20,000 a month to just on our second month, we generated over $313,000 in revenue in USD, which is about $600,000 in my currency. And we generated cash collected well over $230,000 cash collected, USD, which is roughly about $400,000 within 2 months. Okay, so he went from doing $20,000 to $15,000 a month for months, like over 6 months he was doing that. He's had this offer for years, and we came on our second month, we did what I'm going to be showing you here. It's a new month, okay? It is, what month is it? It is September, okay? In just the last 5 days of September, we have done over $41,000 cash collected. We have done a $15,000 cash collected day. We have done a $14,000 day, and we have done a $6,000 day twice. Okay, so literally we have done 2 of his months in just the last 5 days of this month. So let's get into it. Before working together, he was booking, well, this month he booked 50 calls. The month prior he booked 34 calls. Now it is important to note that he was working with a really big growth operator before we started working together, as all of my partners do before I start working with them. And what do you know? We literally fucking doubled that within the first month. Okay, so his best month in terms of book calls was 50. The month that we first started on was 90, well, no, the first month was actually 129, I want to say. And the second month was 97 book calls. Okay, so 50, 34, 97, 129. I mean, it literally just, yeah. I mean, so essentially what I'm going to be covering on this video is I'm going to explain how we went from charging $4,000 to $15,000, how we changed the entire content strategy to literally 10x the quality of the leads, the landing pages that we had and the landing pages that he had prior, okay, the landing pages that we obviously built to make better, how we structured the offers so we could sell higher ticket programs without actually doing more, and then the sales team, how we rehired the sales statistics and everything around that. Most people think, okay, don't judge a book by its cover. I'm sorry, but your book is being judged hard, okay? So it is very important how your cover looks, okay? Because your cover is essentially your business, right? So this is what he had before. Day trader and investor, that literally means nothing to me. US Army, an Italian immigrant. This is really good, okay? Because it separates us from everyone else. And then a CTA. This is what we changed it to. We kept the Italian immigrant and we put it all the way at the top, okay? Second thing is, is a little bit of an authority line. Taught your favorite trader how to trade, okay? Big authority in the space, especially in trading. Taught your favorite trader how to trade. Big authority. Third, DM me gains for one-on-one coaching. This was a really good CTA. And then a CTA down below, which is a scale to 10K a month within 30 days, which is a CTA to the YouTube and the application form. Okay, couple of things here. First things first, you can see DM me gains for one-on-one coaching. There is a direct CTA to, not DM, yeah, DM, not comment. I don't know if I said comment or DM, right? DM gains for one-on-one coaching. This is massive. Okay, because you need to keep in mind, and I say this all the time, the easier it is for someone to do something, the more they are going to do it. So if you literally tell them what you want them to fucking do, they are going to do it. I promise you, if you do not have this in your bio right now and you put it in your bio, you will get more DMs within the next 24 hours. Come to this video, come into the comments and thank me later, okay? And you can also see it here, I've got this written out perfect. First things first, line 1 is personality and uniqueness. Line 2 is authority and credibility. Line 3 is a clear DM CTA to increase inbound leads. Line 4 is a benefit-focused CTA. And then line 5 is the YouTube channel and the application form. Okay, so this is what it looks like to have a really, really, really dialed in front cover page. Okay, I'm not gonna go too much into detail on this. It's very, very clear, it's very simple. This is what we did. And again, I'm not really gonna sit here and tell you what you can do. I'm just going to show you what's worked for us, what hadn't, and maybe some recommendations every now and then. All right. The next thing was we restructured the offer. Okay, so this is just something that people just really get wrong. Okay, and I notice with everyone that I work with, literally not a single person has got this right. Okay, offer structure. This is what determines how much you charge and how burnt out you get. You're literally the person that is building the architecture. Okay, you put what you want. Okay, stop putting there what you think people want and whatever, and what you think you should have. Put what you want as your offer. So many people get burnt out because they're doing a million group calls and a million one-on-ones where they don't want to. Then don't. Okay, so before working together, he had one program. It was one program which was charged at $4,000. Okay, they couldn't piff at $4,000 because the sales team sucked, but it was charged at $4,000 and it was one program and it had everything in it. It had one-on-one calls, group calls, back testing, community coaching, access to the offer owner, everything. That's why he was burnt out. So we completely restructured the offer. With every offer, you need 3 packages to begin with: a low ticket, a mid ticket, and a normal ticket. Okay? Right here. Normally, people will have one offer and give the entire farm away. And then they cope with over-delivering. Okay, cool. But what you're doing is someone that pays you $5,000 up front gets the same as the person that just paid $300 on a payment plan. Does it really make sense? No. This is how it should be structured. The blue is low ticket, the orange is mid, and the yellow is high. People are not buying high ticket programs for more course material, more hours, and more of a curriculum. They are buying more of a piece of you. So if you have so much of yourself away and given away in the first low ticket package, why would someone even want to spend more money when they could just spend less? So this is the best way that I can structure it. With the blue, this is how much access they get to you, a toe, and that's the course. Okay, so for all the low tickets, you never give any of you away. You give no coaching, no calls, no one-on-one, no nothing, only course material. Okay, and the low ticket is only for the broke people. Mid ticket, okay, this is a little bit of you, maybe one group call a week, and then the course. Okay, the yellow is your main offer. Okay, that's your main ticket. And can you see now how much more incentivized I might be to buy this? Okay, let's say I buy the blue. I'm like, oh shit, I really want access to the partner, to the guy right now. Oh, buy the yellow. Or if I'm in orange, I might be like, oh, this is really good, but I want more access to him. Buy the yellow. Okay, so it's incentivizing more people to purchase your higher ticket product when you structure it in a way where people actually want more and more and more, and there's more that people can have. Okay, so this is essentially how we restructured it. You can see here we've got the low ticket. Okay, we have the mid ticket right here, which is a 3 months access, and then we have the higher ticket right here. Now this is a little bit different. A lot of this is like skewed a little bit because this was essentially what I had built out, not essentially what is 100% what we have, but it's just to give you a really good example of the offer. Okay, and then something that we did as well is we added on a higher ticket offer. Okay, which was $15,000, and because we restructured it, okay, because before he was essentially giving away everything for $4,000. We then made it so we gave less, we charged more. We went from charging $4,000 to $7,000, and every package went up. So we gave less, we charged more, and even in the main ticket, there's still room for more him. Okay, so you always want to leave room for more. Okay, so because we weren't giving away everything, there were still things that people wanted. People still wanted his phone number, his WhatsApp, to go out for dinner with him, things like that. So we could then make another offer, which we charged $15,000 for. And we got a lot of sales of $15,000. This is essentially how we went from struggling to sell $3,000 to $4,000 packages to selling $15,000 packages, all because we redid the structure of the offer. Now, the next thing is the application form. Okay, most people have a one-size-fits-all application. We route people based off the answers that they give us. Now, again, this is something that we obviously implemented onto the offer. So this is essentially what it looks like. This is the start. You can already see it's on brand. Okay, it's super on brand with the partner. It looks good, it's classy, it's aesthetic, and you can tell that people spend a lot of money. Okay, that's a big difference. Okay, we then ask you, okay, have you ever tried trading before? Yes. Why do you think trading hasn't worked? If they click no, then what's motivating you to take action right now? Okay, and we route throughout the entire process. And if they do not qualify, then we do not let them book a call. We take them automatically to a disqualification page, which looks something like this. Okay, so this is the downsell page. So in that application form, if they do not qualify, they do not want to put in the time, they do not have the urgency, and they do not have the money, they will get taken to a downsell page. We probably made about $9,000 last month just from this. Now, this is honestly the best diagram that I can actually give you. Okay, this is most people. Okay, so this is most of your guys' application form. Okay, I have mindset issues. And that's a lot of people. I have money. Us. Okay, so again, this is everyone that you're letting into your application. And this is everyone that you're letting to book a call. So in the midst of 10 book calls, you've got one person that wants to buy. This is why your show rate or your close rate sucks. Probably both. For us, we qualify hard. Okay, so we only have the people that have money. You have the people that, I've got mindset issues. I don't know what I want. I've been scammed and I only just want to get to know you more. I don't want to buy anything. I left my credit card in my car. Right? Those are the guys that you're talking to. We talk to these guys because we have routing. Okay? So I'm just dropping absolute sauce here, right? Because I want to help you make as much money as possible. Okay? The next thing was landing pages. I'm going to show you a before and after of the landing pages. All right, if you can take a look here, before and after. So these were the landing pages that he had before. Very shit, very long, it's very ugly. This is exactly what the landing page looked like. And on here, he also had a pop-up, which is like an email. Okay, so you know when you're on a landing page or a website for long enough, you get like a trigger and you get like an email pop-up. He had that. Okay, it was terrible. These were the newer landing pages, which I'm going to show you now. So let me just show you all the landing pages that we have built for this partner and to show you the quality and to show you why we have things the way that we do. Let's start from the beginning. Okay, webinar registration. We do webinars with this partner. You can see here, it is all on brand, all blue, all aesthetically pleasing to look at, very, very clean. As you can imagine, with the old people, he did not have a landing page like this. If you look here, webinar confirmation, so this is when they actually register for the webinar, this is what it looks like. Okay, very clean, very aesthetic. Okay, so you're starting to see a pattern of good quality shit. Post-webinar page. This is what the post-webinar page looks like. So after the webinar, this is what page they go to. Very clean, very aesthetic, very on brand. Okay, the next page, the VSL. Okay, that's it. Before, he had the VSL and then a ton of text and results down here. We got rid of all of it. Now we only have this. Okay? Heading, so much better. The video is right in your face. You need to watch this. Okay, a lot of you guys have a ton of shit down here and it sidetracks people from this, which is why a lot of people aren't clicking your actual application form. Okay? Post-booking page. This is how we have an 80% show rate. Okay, let's break it down a little bit. First things first, you always want to have steps. Okay, first things first, watch the video. Second step, confirm your attendance. A lot of you guys on your booking pages are saying, yo, you know, make sure you reconfirm via the email, but you're making them do it. Okay, and again, as I've mentioned, if you want to make more money, then you need to make it as easy as possible for people to do the thing that you want. So we have literally the links for people to click it. For example, Yahoo. Okay, and then down here, step 3 is FAQ videos. Okay, every question and every objection that we would normally get on a call, we answer it right here. That way, when we get onto the call, they are a lot more likely to buy. Okay, so this is just a glimpse of what our post-booking page looks like. So those are all the landing pages that we have built for this partner. Okay, and again, as you can see, it's on brand, it's clean, it's aesthetically pleasing to look at. Okay, and it's just what they need, not more, not less, exactly what they need. You did not see at all on those landing pages bullshit looking text like this that no one's gonna read. It was all shit that they needed, not what we wanted, okay? The next thing was emails and content strategy. So I'll go over the emails down here, but first things first, I'll talk about the content strategy, okay? I've got a little bit of a rule of thumb, okay? If you want to make money, force it. And I say this a lot. And the people that, and like my boys that I work with can attest to this. You need to force the results. I do not leave it up to chance at all. I don't even leave it up to the partner. I leave it up to me and my team. If there is, for example, this partner was working with an agency for content that wasn't producing the results that they should have. I then stepped in and started helping with their YouTube, and he literally broke a 12,000 view video that I made. He wasn't paying me 12 grand, 15 grand for that. I just did it because I was forcing the results, okay? So what I do with everyone that I work with is I make a full content document. And essentially what this is Monday to Sunday content and stories that need to be posted. It's got the days, it's got the CTAs, it's got absolutely everything. That way I don't need to constantly say it, and the partner has full faith in what is happening. So you can see here, Instagram strategy, stories, Monday all the way to Friday. I've got how many stories and what they need to be. I've also got right here, okay, so you can see here, okay, this is a part of the document that we have. It's got content strategy, everything CTAs. On this document, it's literally got images of me showing him what good stories look like and how to have a really good sequence of stories. It's got webinar content, CTA stories, how to post stories, and content scripts. Okay, and you can also see here for the Instagram Reel content, okay, I give him hooks, I give him the video idea, I give him examples of content that I want him to make. Okay, and I also give advice on the video. Okay, don't have your CTA too late, have it a little bit earlier because that's when most people are on. Make sure that your hook's always money driven, okay, so that way you can get people's attention early. Okay, things like this is what makes us a lot of money. Okay, so this is how we've been able to produce a shit ton of cash, by forcing it. We have the entire sales team. We have hired and trained and managed them. Okay, we have the content. Okay, the only thing that this partner needs to do is fulfill and film the content and post it. Okay, so again, this is what it looks like to force the results. Skip the bullshit of the motivation movie, car, bullshit videos. Okay, people do not want lifestyle anymore. They want value. They want to know that you're actually good at what you do and that they're not buying some stupid idiot. Okay, so my best advice to you, again, here's one of those moments where I'm giving you advice, is post more value, you're gonna make more money. You're gonna get a lot less views, that's for sure, but you're gonna attract the right people that you wanna work with and that are gonna actually have the money to buy your stuff, okay? So we also started to run daily emails, daily, okay? Here's the statistics. Prior to working together, they had a 4% open rate. Now they have an 8% on average. Okay, now that's across every day. Okay, again, literally every single day. Okay, and within the last 90 days, I have personally sent over 395,000 emails personally, which is pretty cool. Okay, now I'm gonna take this a step further and again, show you an email, okay? So let's go through it, right? And keep in mind, I do this for every partner that we work with, okay? So while this open rate is 8%, I guarantee you this open rate on another partner would be 45%. But again, it really depends on the audience and how warm they are before I come on. This audience was extremely dead, so it was obviously a lot harder, but yeah. First things first, heading. August was goated. I don't care what anyone says. Bang. Heading, that's like the subject line, okay? First things first, I start off with their name, Daniel. Okay, it's what they see in the little like box where it's got like the preview, right? They're thinking, oh, dude, this guy's calling my name. What is this about, right? So first things first, Nathaniel, Daniel, Kate, Julie, Max, whatever. August was goated. I don't care what anyone says. Let me break down exactly why this month was absolutely insane and how I called every single move like I'm reading the market's diary. Okay, so August P&L came to an end, and of course, blah, 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 blah. So something that I do with the content is I also have an AI that I hook up all the content of this partner. So I hook up all the YouTube videos, all the Instagram, all the everything, and it allows me to make emails and content that is correct. Okay, so what I know that a lot of people find tricky is when they go into an offer, it's hard for them to make stuff like VSLs and things like that because they don't necessarily know who it is they're working with or even their experience. So what I do is I literally do a ton of back-end stuff that I've honestly spent, I think in the last 30 days, I've spent like $6,000 on. And we also internally build out a lot of our own softwares and stuff like that using AI to be able to make accurate emails. Okay, and another thing which I want you to keep in mind, look how long this is. You might be thinking, fuck, I wouldn't read that. Well, guess what? We don't want you to, because you wouldn't buy from us. Okay, so we do this length every single day, and we have for the last 90 days, which means that the 8% of people that are opening these emails, which is roughly about 600 people, those people know exactly what they're going to get and exactly how long it is before they click the email, which means that those people that are clicking our email are a lot more valuable than someone that might be clicking an email which is a quarter of the length. Okay, because people that click these emails know that it's going to be long and they want the value and they want to be able to learn. Okay, so this is why our emails are so long. And the truth is, most people want to do this, but they get discouraged. They think that people won't read it, or they will just get less of an open rate or whatever. Keep in mind, all of this, vanity metric. It means nothing if you're making no money, okay? So we've got the entire email and it breaks down into sections. You've obviously got the subject line, the hook, the value. You've got, again, more intriguing pieces. So tying all the information that you're saying back to the person that you're talking to and making it feel like when the person's reading it, it's meant for them, okay? And then at the end, okay, like I mentioned, now you know. Okay, the question is, are you going to keep staring at your feet or are you going to start to make things happen? Okay, so again, a common thing that I like to say within the emails is you are trying to change people's beliefs. Okay, so we are telling people in the emails the way that we want them to believe in. Okay, what beliefs they need to have, what they need to think, etc. And if you want someone to buy your program, you better be telling people, if you want to make money, you need to risk more. You need to spend more money. You need to, stop saving, things like that. So then they will buy your program. Okay, so everything that we do is little tactically made, so it gives us a higher chance of them buying from us. Okay. PS, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so always have a PS at the end of the email. So as you can see here, this was the email. This had an 8.7 open rate to a total of about 8,000 people, which I think, if I remember, it was about 630 to 650 people that had opened this email. And that's how we made a lot of money in just 2 months. Now, I know that this might have been super quick, super rapid. I didn't want to waste your time. And honestly, I just wanted to give you as much value as possible. You can rewatch this as many times as you want. But again, essentially what we went over is the old landing pages and the new ones. We went over the emails that we run and why we run them. We went over the offer and how to structure it and how to make more money. That alone could have been its own video. Okay, we went over the bio and how to make it sellable, okay, rather than bullshit. Okay, we went over the application form and how to get more people to go through your actual application form and make a lot more money from it. Okay, and again, all the landing pages. We went through the content document. Okay, so what I implemented, how strategic you need to be. Okay, with a couple other things as well. Okay, so what stories to post and a couple of tips relating that. And then I went over the all around email strategy. Without further ado, I hope you did enjoy the video. There is literally so many more of these on my channel if you want to go make a shit ton more money. Okay, let me know in the comments if you've got any questions, but this has been Nathaniel, founder of Dynamis Revenue. Go out there and make a lot of money and change a lot of lives. I will see you guys on the next video. See you then.